back for our second game of this championship Saturday. The President's Cup finalist Langley United against the Dynamo. West Coast. United in black, Dynamo in white. As these games are being played in succession here. And this is game 2 of 4. As we still have the Masters final and the Premier final to follow. So we're underway. As the ball is being played on the far side of the pitch. Now, unlike the under-21 final, these are open divisions, so men of all ages compete in these divisions. So a little bit of a different caliber and atmosphere. More physical soccer. Should make for an entertaining matchup here. And quickly, a free kick for Langley. Ball in, and that one just goes wide. So West Coast United's in the white, and Langley Dynamo in the black. Trevor White, goalkeeper, plays that ball up. And taking on a volley now, Langley with number 12, Levy Branch. Ball goes out of play, so it'll be a throw-in for the Dynamo. Kind of confusing. Langley's jerseys say Langley United, but they're called the Dynamo. And West Coast is also called United. So a bit of a mix-up in the opening there, but
it's almost as if they're trying to confuse the commentators here.
Yeah. Welcome back in, Jacob Hall.
Thank you, thank you. Had to go for a little jog to get the numbers.
Yeah, the rosters were coming in late, so a little improvisation the first couple minutes there. As the ball played down and it's kicked out by the West Coast defender.
And hopefully we can get another game to the caliber of the last one we had with United and the Gunners, and it ended up being quite the showdown. It wasn't quite Arsenal Gunners versus Manchester United, but it was good. It was exciting, and talking with Paul Dolan, the former goalkeeper for Team Canada, it was just interesting his take on it. He just, he loves that Canadian soccer is growing, and especially things like these, just getting these, these tournaments where kids can come out, adults can come out. It's fun for all ages, and also showcases such a great sport and such an accessible sport, inexpensive sport. And hopefully Canada can grow with programs like these.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to see Canadian soccer really get some international recognition, as we've had a tough time qualifying for World Cups in the past, and unfortunately we won't be in this World Cup. As a chance in there is, whoa, nice check there by the Langley defender. That was number 3, Ian Jones.
And good job by Matthew Barker trying to get behind the defense, and he went pretty hard, almost right into the keeper, but for him to go full speed, full tilt, great job by him.
It's now a corner kick, and brought in and caught by Dynamo goalkeeper. And now played up the park quickly here by Langley.
And that's Brian Roman, the goalkeeper.
Left foot shot blocked As the ball goes in the corner for number 14, Alfonso Culia. Now left foot shot again by Langley. And that one goes wide. That was Alex Jones with the strike.
And if you're Alex Jones, you probably want to aim it a little bit to the open side of the net, the far side of the net, as opposed to the short side. The short side shot is always tough. You have to put a lot of velocity on it, and with your left foot, that's probably not going to happen. You want to aim, for the bigger opening, and that'd be the far side.
Now a chance again here for West Coast United as that ball rolls on the shoulders.
Dangerously close to a handball.
Of Trevor.
Oh.
Leslie.
A lot of contact so far in this game, and I mean these are guys who aren't kids anymore. These are full-grown men. So you're going to see a little bit of contact and a little bit of aggression that you maybe wouldn't have seen last game. Great footwork in the corner there.
Now cross in front and is cleared to the center. Now a chance for Langley on the one-time shot. That was Austin Malnus giving it a crack, and it was blocked. And now it'll be a quick throw in here for West Coast United.
Oh.
The head there of number 5, Cole Erskine's shot. And now chest hidden out of play by West Coast United.
Marvelous play. Thank you so much for making it a day.
Ball in the far corner now. It's trying to be crossed in as our vantage point is really
obscured.
Obscured, yeah, to say the least. With the crowd growing here.
It's been about 5 minutes.
5 minutes gone in this first half. And it's been all Langley so far. Now it'll be a corner kick for Langley. Taken
and they're really
by
covering
number 7, Austin Malnus. And now a header just over the bar. That's some nice vertical there, excuse me, by the Langley defender. That was number 11, Alex Jones.
And it was interesting. They really covered the far post on that one as opposed to the middle of the net where you sometimes see keepers. They really, maybe they're playing a tendency or something, but the keeper and about 4 defenders were all by that far post, making sure that nothing could squeak it by.
Now a deep ball.
A little too heavy-footed there.
Rolled to the defender, Ian Jones. There are a couple of Ian and Alex Jones on Langley. And for the West Coast United team, they have Darcy, Trevor, and Corey Leslie. So, assuming there's some family ties there.
On a side note, is every soccer team named the Dynamo or United? It seems like we got to get some more creative names. I understand the Manchester United is the most popular soccer team in the world, but let's get a little creative here, people.
Yeah, we've seen already out of the 4 teams, 3 called United. So
when 75% of the teams that we've called today are named United, you know that.
Well, one has United and Dynamo in the same phrase. So, and don't forget the Gunners as well, a very common name.
Absolutely. Oh, nice.
Chance here for Langley as that ball sails wide on the left foot.
Yeah, able to hit the ball over his own head and almost have that chance, but
that was Shane Stewart with the left-footed chance that sails wide. And it'll be a goal kick for West Coast United.
I got to say, I'm loving the way all 4 teams have played so far, when they're not necessarily just leading with their right foot. They're taking shots with their outside foot, their weak foot, and again, that's a tough thing to do. It takes a lot of years of practice and training to get that foot to a level where you feel confident, where you're going to take a good chance with it.
Alex Jones taken down, and no call play continues. That left-footed chance, and a nice save.
Oh, great save
By Trevor White on that shot by Aaron Clark. As Clark had a left foot howitzer, but Trevor White got across and made the sprawling save to keep it
Yeah, excellent play, and
at zeros. Yeah,
quick reflexes. And when he was entering that kind of the slot area, you knew he was going to take a shot with it. And again, that left foot going for the far corner, pretty good chance, but great save nonetheless.
Corner played in, and a header by Jones. He's taken down, coming down from that header, and he's slow to get up, but seems to be okay.
And that's the thing when people make fun of soccer players for not being tough. You go on a corner kick, a lot can happen, and a lot's not going to get called. So the game has its physical elements, certainly.
100%, like all the tugging and pulling.
I think.
Well, for headers, those little headbutts, those can't hurt when you're colliding.
Again, Paul Dolan talking about how many times he's been hit as a goalie, going up and trying to knock something down or stop a defender. You're going to get a lot of cleats in the face. You're going to get hands in the face. You're going to get knocked on the ground quite a bit. So it's awesome, though, in that way, because it's not just – it's a non-contact sport technically, but there is a lot of contact to it. So, I love that. I love that fact that it's a hybrid between a couple of different games in the world.
Yeah, and bar none, the most popular sport globally.
Yeah, no question.
Every country plays it, and every country enjoys it.
And every country hopes that they're in the World Cup, and I'm not sure how many are in the World Cup every year. Or
32 teams.
32 teams. So a lot of teams competing to get into that
Elite 32
that
there.
Elite 32.
Yeah. Obviously, numbers per region. Europe has the most bids.
Yep.
Obviously, and South America has their fair share, as well as Africa, Asia, and North America.
And hopefully North America, it would be great if it was just, if it wasn't just Mexico and the United States. It'd be great if Canada can make an impact, as we mentioned earlier. And as we were talking about the other day, they have an opportunity in, I believe, 2026, and they've made a bid for the World Cup. So
that would be spectacular. As a ball coughed up, and now here comes West Coast United. That was number 12, Connor Hawkstra, but it was given away, and now Langley again retains possession, as they've had most possession thus far in this second of our 4 finals on this championship Saturday in Port Moody.
11 minutes.
About 11 minutes gone in this first half, and this upcoming World Cup representing the CONCACAF region is the perennial USA and Mexico, but as well Honduras and Costa Rica getting in for CONCACAF. Costa Rica and tough in a group with perennial powers, England, Italy, and Uruguay.
Yeah.
So it'll be tough for them, but for Mexico and USA, they're always in that second tier of teams, trying to get over that hump into a quarterfinal matchup, and getting out of the group stage is going to be tough for both those teams as well.
Oh, no doubt about it.
So many teams excel at the sport. Look for, I think they got the top 4 favorites right now is Brazil, Argentina, Spain, and Germany. Looking at the Vegas odds. Top 2 from Europe, top 2 from South America. As that ball squeaks in, now a chance. Good defensive effort there. And finally cleared by Jordan Craig. Another nice play there and a chance.
Oh, physical play.
Physical play there, exactly, as the ball cleared out. It's been all Langley, though, in the opening minutes.
And I think as we've seen, oh, wow, good.
Yeah, long ball here. Nice field, now a chance. Shot on the ground and routine save there by the goalkeeper. That shot was by number 5, Cole Erskine's shot.
It just looked like he didn't get enough curve on that shot, and he wanted a little more topspin on it to go into that near corner, but and it ended up just going towards the middle of the net. And just to finish up the thought about the physical play, it looks like the refs are not going to really cease that play. They're going to let it happen. I mean, these are grown men. They're going to let them do, within reason, what they need to do to get the ball.
Another chance in tight here for Coastal FC. Keeping with the family ties, goalkeeper Brian Roman, and assuming brother or cousin Blair Roman on the Langley team. So these teams mixed up with some bloodlines. Always fun to play with your brothers and cousins and whatnot.
And we saw that, as you mentioned earlier as well, with the Leonard brothers for Port Moody.
Yes. Now a chance here for Jones.
Great touch.
In comes Jones. Leaves now, chance just wide on the short side. That was number 7, Austin Malnus.
Now,
Alex Jones came in flying on the flank and couldn't finish that one off.
But Jones did such a great job on that first touch, giving himself ample space, ample room, and a good setup. And I don't know if he was surprised by the pass or not, but again, just a little too far to that near post.
Now some sloppy play at the back by Coastal United and cleared out of danger by the last man back, Alfonso Culia. And back with Langley here on the far side. Aaron Clark trying to find his man in the middle, and it's coughed up, and out comes Coastal FC. Trying to play some one-touch soccer now again. Giving up in the neutral area of the field. And picked up again here. Shot, and that one goes wide.
And as you're seeing, a collision where both guys end up on the turf, but they're not going to call that.
Yeah, that was Langley's Levy Bronski, excuse me, tough to pronounce that last name, but had that right-footed shot just go wide, and the goalkeeper really just took care of business there. Well, the ball is switched across the pitch and chested down by Jones, who will play it back to his defender, Blair Roman. And again, cross pitch, almost being cut off there by the striker for Coastal, Connor Hawkstra. There's also Stefano and Adam Granada on this Coastal team, so both teams have pairs of relations. As we're just over 50 minutes gone in this first half, it's still 0-0, Langley and West Coast. And now a through ball that had too much mustard on it.
Yeah, just a little heavy-footed, and we want to get it towards the sideline a little bit more instead of hitting it towards the net, because you know the goalkeeper is going to go.
Now a chance for that one.
No.
That was number 15 on Langley, Cameron Witters, who really just gave it way too much on that half volley over the bar and into the back fence, and it'll be picked up by the goalkeeper for a goal kick. So
yeah,
Langley has dictated the play.
It looked like he was playing the bounce, and he was going to hit it right at that mid-level off the bounce, and just misjudged it and went right under the ball, which made it almost go over the fence. And he was so disappointed after that shot. You could tell it was not the way he envisioned that attempt going.
Now a chance where the striker, Erskine Shaw, gave up on that ball, and Roman corralled it. Now a chance here for Langley once again. Taken down in the box again, no call by the referee.
I think he definitely
that was Shane Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart was definitely expecting a call on that play. And in fairness, I think he might have gone down a little bit early, a little bit easy, but in the box again, you got to be careful if you're a referee. You're you could potentially change the outcome of a game just with one call.
Yeah, in a game like soccer where, goals sometimes are far and few between, an early goal by one team can really dictate the entire match. Unlike hockey, for example, where, of course, every goal is important, but in hockey, a team can really fight back that one goal.
Yeah, a hooking penalty in the 5th minute of the game probably won't make an impact, but a call in the box, in the first 15 minutes of a soccer game, that could decide a winner right there. So they're gonna make sure they're gonna look at the play and they're gonna pretty much make a gut call on whatever they believe. But they're not going to risk anything for uncertainty.
And in a championship matchup, you don't really want to have the referees have their fingerprints on a...
Now that I might have called. I think I was a little too aggressive on the part of West Coast.
Ball played back. Now the far side is kept in by West Coast. And coughed up in the middle of the field to number 10, Aaron Clark. And Clark now lays it off for Malmus, and he'll go for goal, and that goes well wide. And out for a goal kick. Coastal corrals it down the near side, trying to make a move, and it's coughed up. Now here's Roman making a pinch, and his pass eludes his forward. Now Jones in the middle, right-footed shot off the back of Kulia, and out of play.
You can see Langley is pressing, and you'd expect something to happen at this point. I think there's going to be...
We're seeing our first substitution. Yeah. Out comes number 18, Jordan Craig, for West Coast, and checking in the soccer game is number 20, Joel DiMeglio. As that ball kept in and corralled by the goalkeeper. Stopped by Jones, but quickly West Coast has it. Now he'll play possession. Nice play here for West Coast on the far side corner.
Ooh.
And left-footed shot. Nice save there. No rebound by the goalkeeper, Roman.
And anytime you have to use that opposite foot, it's going to be a challenge. Just not able to get enough power on it. And good positioning by the keeper, staying square to the ball, not having to move very much at all because he was in such great position. That's the first real chance that West Coast has had, I would have to say, like the first real opportunity of the game. It's been mostly Langley, and they've dictated the play. So signs of life for West Coast.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle all game, really, for this West Coast United club. As we've seen a majority of the possession be in their defensive side, but as we speak, a chance here for West Coast. Cross in, looking for a defender, now cleared. Once again here for West Coast. And a good job clearing the ball there. Now a counterattack. Here's Jones.
And Jones is fast.
Taken down by Kulia. He got the ball.
Oh, wow.
And now played in. Nice little move there.
Oh,
now
wow.
A feed, and the offside flag comes up. As out with number 5, Cole Erskine-Shaw with that feed to Trevor Lisley. But a couple steps offside, and the linesman caught it, doing his job.
And we weren't kidding. When we were talking about earlier the officiating and how lenient they've been so far. And really, you're seeing a lot of plays where guys are getting taken down to the ground and not many calls. I think there's been one stoppage all game. So it's going to be a physical game, and that's not going to change at all.
well, especially in a men's league, you want to let the guys play. You don't want to let these guys, rack up these yellow and red cards because you can give them out. As we see a one-on-one battle here for Leslie. He cuts it back.
Oh, great pass.
Turns and shoots, and that one goes just wide.
And
Trevor Leslie on the feed from Erskine Shaw. And like we saw from Langley United, this West Coast United team likes that counterattack. That seems to be their bread and butter.
Now the unfortunate thing is Lindsley in kind of the confusion, or not the confusion, but in the pace of the game, he was turned around, then turned. Could have passed it to the right to Connor Hawkstra, who was really calling for the ball and was open too, and maybe it would have been a better chance. And he looked a little upset after not getting the pass. And you have to think just the way the soccer goes, and it's such a fast-paced game that it's tough to make decisions on the fly. But he's got to control himself and really observe the field and notice that there's a guy pretty much wide open in the box.
Now through ball in. It's cut off, but Langley holds possession. Here's Jones. Jones cuts in now, a right-footed shot, and that goes well high. Off the mark, but Jones has been a factor offensively. He's had the majority of chances for this Langley Dynamo team.
Oh, no doubt about it. He certainly looks like the best player on the pitch today, moving up and down the field quite well towards our near sideline. And really, his speed is very much impressed me. And he's been taken down a few times on somewhat questionable tackles, but nonetheless, he's had a couple of chances. And as you mentioned, just a little heavy-footed and a little high on that chance, but very close and almost a goal for Langley.
A big boot by the goalkeeper up, looking for Leslie. As Langley holds on the far side. Now on the near side. Witters coughed up, and again here comes the counter. But a good job by Roman to head that ball down to Jones. Here comes Jones to the near side.
And that's where he's been most dangerous.
Trying to play it in the middle. It's cut off. And again the kick up. But it's cut off, and now Roman again.
Offside, I believe.
Offside flag comes up late.
Oh, that was close, though. It looked like he just got back in time, but I think he was...
Well, the defender pushed up.
Yeah, he was
caught him offside.
A pace behind him.
So we just passed the halfway point of the first half. 25 gone. Still knotted at zeros. But scoring chances have been quite prevalent. As that ball booted down, and no choice but to put it out of play.
Oh. Little fall in the crowd there, trying to get the ball.
Back into midfield, Kula in tight, and here's Leslie.
You see Langley has that one-striker approach. Oh, he misplayed that ball. He's going to have a chance here.
Goalkeeper out,
Oh.
and we'll corral it. Nice poise, but that chance by Witters almost resulted in a goal. Now another chance.
Oh, just too high.
As that turnaround kick sails long.
But I think they're going to have a free kick anyway. Pardon me, goal kick.
Ball played back in the West Coast area and punted out as both teams currently struggling to retain their own possession. A lot of long balls kicked. That one sails over the head of Jones, and he'll have to stop it before it gets to the out-of-bounds area. Now he plays it in the box.
Not a bad attempt.
Yeah, sails just out. It'll be a goal kick. as both benches standing up and trying to stay warm here. As the weather has progressively gotten better from this morning when it was a torrential downpour.
Absolutely.
To start that under 21 final.
And there's their first stoppage.
First foul
the
finally
first foul of the game, and it looked like a push off.
And a quick touch, and West Coast will play it up. Chance for Shaw, he's taken down. Left-footed crack. And that one just over the bar, and that was a Dylan Miaglio had to fool the goaltender.
A little deceptive. That might have, the way things are going and the way the weather is, any chance can deflect off, any body part and really find a way in the back of the net. It's worth a shot when you're that close, and it's worth a chance. I mean, we saw the last game. We saw guys shooting it from just over center, trying to see what would happen. So,
well, especially when goaltenders cheat.
Oh yeah, and you're seeing goalies way out. He's going to set himself up for a cross.
There's a foul called behind the plate. And it will be a free kick for Langley.
I'm wondering why they didn't give him possession, though.
Yeah, that's what Langley's wondering, too. They're asking the referee, we had a scoring opportunity, why do you blow it down? But nevertheless, it'll be about a 25-yard attempt as we see West Coast setting up a three-man wall. 10 yards given, and it'll be Austin Malnus with the free kick. He plays it in the box, tipped it, bouncing ball in the box, headed now. And out of danger. So West Coast avoids getting up a scoring chance there.
And you can see just on that attempt alone, it bounced off three different players and almost into scoring position. So got to try it once in a while.
Crossing the box, and a nice clearance header there by West Coast, but coughed right back up in the offensive zone. Here's Jones. They've had a problem all game really retaining their own possession.
If you had to guess the possession stats, what would you say?
70-30.
Yeah.
I'd say 70-30 for Langley.
Definitely seems that way.
Here's Jones, and again headed out right back to Jones, though.
It's like Jones has a magnet to the ball. He'll have it at least one possession. He'll touch it a few times.
Here's Roman now. He creeps in, being really uncontested. Now checked. Holds the ball. Down low and cross, and that will deflect off the shin of the defender, Alfonso Cuya, and go for a corner for Langley.
That was an interesting cross. He went with a low cross as opposed to kind of the high attempt to get the header. And it's kind of something I've noticed a lot just watching soccer recently is guys are going for those low crosses way more than they used to, and I think it's just the foot skills are that much better in soccer. The guys with their opposite foot power and an ability to kind of dive out for a ball, and that's what you're seeing, and I would think these guys are kind of emulating that after watching so much soccer. Oh, good chance.
Ball comes in, and Witters had a header. He just couldn't get all of it, and it goes wide, but Langley has had their opportunities. And if what we've seen thus far continues, I think they will be all smiles after 90.
Absolutely. They're having their chances, no doubt. At this point, if you're in, like you mentioned, if you're Langley, you got to, I mean, you're a little frustrated that you can't score, but you've had so many opportunities that you feel that eventually it's going to go into your favor.
As that ball played out by Roman. As he wins that header, now Jones heads it up once again.
That touch.
Coughed up in the middle. And a 50-50 ball there. Possession played.
And you can see the ref telling him, just keep playing. I'm not going to call it. Keep playing. Don't complain.
That ball played up.
Nice
now
cross. Absolutely beautiful cross.
One-time shot, and that will be smothered by the goalkeeper as Trevor Leslie, that left-footed crack, didn't fool the goaltender. We've had a couple of shots, but all routine, kind of grounders, just getting the feet wet.
And every time he's been in great position, hasn't given up a rebound, really hasn't given up many chances. And that's also a testament to his defending, the defending of Langley.
Here's Kulia. As he finds Connor Hostrika. And then Langley wins that ball headed at midfield. Now a chance here for West Coast United, and that strike, a bit of a shank there, and it goes out of play.
Now, Gino, you played as a goalie in soccer for many years. When the possession is as tilted as it is right now in Langley's favor, if you're Langley's goalkeeper, what are you thinking? Are you just trying to keep yourself mentally in the game? Are you trying to jog around a bit, get the blood going?
Yeah, well, of course, you always want to stay moving, and Brian Roman has been doing that. He's been, up on his line. He's at the top of the 18, being very vocal with his defenders, which is always important. And when he's been called upon, they haven't been, difficult shots, but he's had to make a couple saves, and he's done his job. But always just, trying to stay focused and eye on the game, and always staying vocal with his defenders to make sure positionally they do their job. As we see the back line here, the three at the back, taking care of the one strikers. Jones comes in with a shot, and it deflects off the shin of Kulia. And now we see the goaltender up past his 18, just,
I think that's also another underrated aspect about goalkeeping, is you're basically a coach out there. You're like a defensive coordinator in football or something. You're coordinating the defense. You're telling them what you like, what you don't like, what you see and what you don't see. And really, it's a huge positional. Sorry, just watching this here. Oh, a big collision. Looks like a keeper.
Yeah, and Trevor White, the goalkeeper, he's down, favoring his head. I think he got roughed up, on that corner.
It looked like he got knocked into it, and then he, in turn, fell into his own teammate. So a little bit of a ping-pong aspect. Hopefully he's all right. But you can just see how important a defender is, or goalkeeper, pardon me, just really controlling the pace of the game and also, again, being another coach on the field. So I don't know if they're going to take him out or not. It looks like his head is hurting.
Do they have a backup is the question. I don't see anybody on the sidelines.
He's grabbing water. He's fine. I think he's going to keep playing. I think they're kind of argue that there should be a card of some sort, but pretty tough to give someone a card when, on a goal kick, it's really, or a free kick, corner kick, it's really a free-for-all in front of the net, and there's going to be, body parts flying and players flying in different spots, so that's just the way it is, and that's just part of the game.
So, on the spot foul, White will bring it up as we see Jones being subbed off. Alex Jones. And into the game.
A little too aggressive there.
Into the game, number 13, Chris. Chris Guil.
That is a tough name.
That is a, excuse me, but doing our best with these pronunciations. There are some tough ones on these squads.
Not many syllables in that name. That's tough.
Who be subbed off was number 12, Levy Branch. Alex Jones remains in the game. Got mixed out there, 11 and 12. As there's a corner kick now. Played back. And back up to midfield. Now a chance here For West Coast in the box, a shot and a goal. Trevor Leslie gets the goal. And West Coast with that counterattack gets it. 38 minutes gone in the first half, and they open the scoring. Possession arrow definitely in the favor of Langley Dynamo, but now on the score sheet, 1-0 West Coast.
We could be possibly into our second upset of the day. First game, Langley definitely wasn't favored. In this game, West Coast is definitely not favored. They're 2 levels beneath Langley. So what a great medium strike by Leslie. And what you're seeing right now is really, it looks like the confidence has been built. And, I mean, for the rest of this half, you'd have to think they're going to play a little safer. But then again, they're going to try and go deep as we're seeing right now. But good start, or good end to the half, pardon me, for West Coast.
And that was number 10. Not actually quite sure. We don't have his number on the score sheet here, but they have him down as Trevor Leslie, but he's playing number 6, so number 10 is going to be our mystery man of the game.
The mystery man of the game.
But he got a nice goal to that right foot, far post, to solve Brian Roman.
He's actually had a lot of great attempts. I wish we had his name because he's been a pretty fantastic part of this team early on in this game.
Well, he plays in the middle of the park, and he kind of quarterbacks this team in the middle for West Coast United. And on the scoreboard as well as he popped that one in on that nice strike. Entering the latter stage of this first half here, we're seeing another substitution coming for West Coast United. Out comes number 12, Connor Hostra. So Hostra comes out and playing into the match, checking that that jersey number, trying to get a hold of it there. Play deep ball in, looking for Leslie. Too far to reach, so coming in number 4, Keenan Dumont, and now a breakaway for Witters, but a good play by the goaltender to come out with his foot there. Very aggressive by the goalkeeper.
Absolutely.
Good play, heads up play. Head on a swivel there.
One of many good plays by him so far in this game. Had a great job on the corner where he got dinged up a little bit, but also on that play. If he doesn't use his speed to get to that ball, that's basically a 2-on-0, which is basically a goal. So good on his part, keeping this game 1-0 for his squad, the West Coast.
On the near side here is Leslie. Down the near side flank, crosses in the middle, looking for, recently subs in Dumont. Taken down to the box, and now the ball comes to Roman, who plays it up as he wins that battle. That's Chris Gruel.
That was great dribbling by Gruel, pardon me. Tough name.
Very tough, yeah. And now inside for Gruel. Taken down by number 19, Peter Christensen.
I'm amazed that nothing was called on that play.
Yeah, they just called one right there. Yeah.
I'm like, there's far too many guys on the ground for there to be nothing. Something is happening on this play.
So free kick for Langley. On the far side. And we're in the last 5 minutes of this first half, and it's on the goal! What a header there.
Wow.
That one by Alex Jones, the man who's had so many chances in this soccer game. Off that free kick, gets one off the head, puts it top shelf, and we're all tied up at ones here on a world-class goal there by Alex Jones.
Yeah, really, he couldn't have put that anywhere better. that top left corner, that far corner for you viewers watching at home. Tough placement, but really he just skied up there and was able to get it. And I figured that he was going to get a couple more chances, and he's been so good all game, up and down this near sideline. But certainly finishing it off and not slowing down the pace at the end of this half. Looks like he's actually hurt a little bit. Looked like he collided with somebody.
Yeah, with number 10, our mystery man.
The mystery man, yeah. But definitely good on the part of
both goal scorers colliding there.
You can argue the 2 MVPs of the game so far, I think.
Yeah, definitely both guys for their respective teams have been definitely key. As like we said in earlier broadcast, as soon as a goal is scored, the pace of play just elevates.
It quickens, definitely.
As that ball out of reach and picked up by West Coast, and now here's a chance.
Oh, he has a
little 2-on-1. Cuts in the middle, now a shot. Nice save by the goalkeeper, Brian Roman.
I think our mystery man, he turned around thinking he was going to be met with the defender. Turns around, there's nobody there. Probably thought he was offside. Then he looks and he sees the defender on the right side farther down, and he had a really good chance there. And, whoa, great goalkeeping there.
Yeah, nice save, acrobatic save there by Roman.
Yeah.
To keep it knotted at ones. And the fireworks continue to flare here late in this first half. Another chance. Top of the 18, checked, and now Kuya has it. Coughed up. And Witters plays it out wide. As that ball gets out of play, and it'll be a West Coast throw.
And this is not a horrible way to end the half. Obviously, for West Coast, you don't want to give up that goal, but you can see now they're starting to get a little bit momentum in the Langley end. Couple chances, couple crosses, and obviously the great chance by Lindley.
Well, the way this first half was going, I mean, you thought for sure Langley would have a 1 or 2 goal spot. But then it was West Coast who came out and scored first, and now the answer by Langley is that will do it for the first half. So after 1, Langley 1, West Coast 1, and we'll check in and so this last 45 will decide, barring a tie, of course, overtime, but the President's Cup champion. And the first half, possession-wise, was dominated by the Dynamo, but it was actually West Coast who got on the scoreboard first. As we see already here, Jones on the far side making a move on the defender.
He is so fast in comparison to the players on West Coast. He really knows how to use his speed to get chances.
Left-footed shot goes wide, short side. But not even a minute into the second half. And already a scoring chance for West Coast. That ball headed in a bit of a collision there at midfield. As it was number 20, DiMeglio going down with that little bit of a head injury, but he's right back up on his feet, feeling okay as Alex Jones punts the ball deep and taking on the header, now corralled. It's number 10 for West Coast, playing a ball cut off though by the defender. A great job there by Barker. And now that ball played out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for West Coast. And on the near side, once again, a throw.
Not quite the pace of the first half so far, but maybe both teams a little cautious 1-1 is the score, right? So you want to control the play, but you also don't want to be too aggressive and lend yourself to a counterattack.
Chance for Witter's shot.
Ooh.
That goes short side, and the goalie was there to make the save, but ball wide. I think both teams are content with their game plans. For Langley, they just continue to retain most possession and wait for their spots, and for West Coast, that that counterattack and trying to pop one in behind the line. It has worked for both teams thus far, so I don't think either team really wants to change up their game plan because they've both had success. Now, if a certain team gets down late, they might have to alter that game plan, of course. But for the time being, I think both teams are content the way they're playing their style of soccer. Here's West Coast again on that
Great
counter.
pass up the field by number 10.
Yeah, on the far side, that's Leslie. Right foot cross in, looking for his man. No good, but they hold it as it's brought in, and now on the near side, taken down. Nice long ball there for Alex Jones on the far side. He cuts in the middle.
He's going to take a shot.
Left-footed shot deflected. Nice save, and the rebound covered up by the goalkeeper as two Langley players, coming in there.
I think originally that shot was trying to go to the opposite side of the net, and it tipped, and it almost tipped and helped him because, again, it took a quick reaction save to stop it.
Middle of the park, West Coast has a ball, and that was number 5, Erskine Shaw, that has it now. Long range shot, and another routine save there by the goalkeeper, Roman. Long range shot that didn't really fool the goalkeeper. Caught it on the bounce. Throw in for West Coast. Daniel Bell tosses it in. And once again out of play on the near side, and this time it'll be a throw going the opposite way. Good chance for West Coast. Erskine Shaw, long range shot, and that one is grabbed by the goaltender, who is fixing his gloves. And
well, he only has one on right now. He has his left glove on, but he doesn't have his right glove on. Not sure what happened there and why he decided to take it off during a game. It's kind of an odd decision, but
he was tying his shoes.
He was tying his shoe. That makes more sense, yeah.
Play resumes now after the little shoelace tie. Once again, Langley has the ball in the offensive zone. Alex Jones with the cross. He has a man open on the near side, and he's checked by Belt.
Oh, tried to nutmeg him. Tried to go through the legs. Not able to do that.
Shot blocked. And once again, it's Stewart. He's checked, and that'll be a foul. And this one could draw maybe a card. I mean, the referee's coming up to talk to him. I don't think he's going to show him a card, nope.
No, I don't think it was. It was a play where it looked like he led with, he got the ball first, but, no harm, no foul there, I guess. Just a stoppage. And again, this is another opportunity. We saw this led to the first goal for Langley. A free kick, and you had one of their taller players, Jones, able to sky and score.
So that ball played in the box, and it looks like Coastal will get it out, as they do. And now here comes that counter again. This time Langley was ready for it and picked up by the goalkeeper, Roman.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Off the side of the head at that time.
I swear I've seen that more today than ever.
Chance for Witters now in the box.
Oh. This
Good
wasn't
defensive play there by the Coastal defender. Played back in the box. Here's again is a chance for Witters. Checked by Belt.
It looked like for Witters, it just wasn't the touch he wanted. And instead of putting it to his other foot, he just, wasn't able to settle it, and it bounced off his boot. But that was a good opportunity, almost wasted.
Now a chance for a goal.
And
Trips over the ball once again, and now United will carry it up, and here comes that counter-attack pass. It's 2-on-1 for the United. As some defenders catch up. Here's Erskine Shaw trying to do the little move there. Now drop back.
Both guys decided who wants the ball, who wants it. It looked like they were both ready to block each other's shots on that one.
And Stewart giving a chance to Witters, but good job by the goalkeeper to be out and aggressive. The big punt off the park.
What a great punt that was, too.
You got all of it. Back down to Roman, the goalkeeper.
Almost an entire field's length. As we were discussing this before, the power that some of these goalkeepers have is quite remarkable. They can throw a ball about halfway of the field, but they can also punt it almost to the opposite 18-yard box.
Here's Stewart cutting inside the middle with some space.
Nice pass.
Gets it in tight. And now a shot. That one hooks wide off the left foot of Clark. So a goal kick here for West Coast United, as they seem content with letting Langley dictate most of the play, but they picked their spots as Alex Jones has it on the far side, and a good job there by Brody Winos to knock him off the ball.
Yeah, it looks like
Another shot. This one goes wide. Witters had a couple chances in the second half, and you hear the crowd cheer him on there. Just that half volley goes wide, but Langley is really pressing the second half, trying to get that go-ahead goal.
absolutely, and
That could be the decider.
that half volley is so hard to gauge just because the way the ball bounces, and the turf being wet and heads up, that's going to hurt. Looks like everyone's okay, but it's such a tough ball to gauge with the way the turf has been in the bounce, and looked like he just got under it, and we've seen that a few times today. Just misjudging it.
Now chance here for Coastal. Erskine Shaw. His shot was blocked. Now pursuing it again. He'll win a corner kick, so West Coast United will have themselves a corner kick on the far side. And this might be their best chance of the second half thus far, if they can't connect. They've got 4 men in the box. And here comes short corner now. First time shot.
Oh, interesting.
Fanned on it. And it's kicked out by Langley, but it'll be a throw-in for United.
I like that approach rather than just taking the traditional deep cross, going with a shorter pass and a quick attempt trying to catch Langley off guard.
Thrown in deep. A chance to tighten the 6-yard box here, but again a good defensive play there by Malmus. And again a West Coast throw. It's corralled by Aguli, and he punts it up.
Look how
Now-
far the keeper was on that one.
Yeah. Cameron Winters, the lone striker for Langley, giving chase, but nice poise there by Alfonso Culia to corral it as Langley once again now has possession of the offensive zone. Header to head by Winters. Now a 1-2 for Stewart. Left-footed shot by Stewart. And a nice save there by the goalkeeper.
What?
Trevor White.
What a pass by Winters. Pardon me. Absolutely brilliant. Back to the play with his left boot and then leads it right through. And that's really what you see on that play. Just a great chance. And that's something, you love seeing from a forward, always thinking, about the offensive zone. Where is he going to put it and how is he going to get it there? And that was just great footing by him. Cameron
Winters' cross was blocked, so it's a throw in and already quickly in by Langley. That's this ball thrown in, a chance tipped, and that's going to be a goal.
That's a goal, and that's onside. Wow.
And that was Alex Jones.
The man of the match so far, no question.
That's his second, but what a heads-up play by Alex Jones. That cross came in. No one really called it off. The goaltender was kind of stuck in no man's land. In comes Jones, and the quick flick above the goaltender's head. And it's 2-1 Langley here in this second half, and their first lead of the match. And that could hold up.
And like you were mentioning, when you have an opportunity like that on a free kick where you're able to get it behind the wall and see what happens, and that's what you see. Alex Jones sees the ball going, able to defeat his defender, and makes no mistake about it. Even just a little chip shot, whatever you can do to get a foot on the ball, do it, and you see what happens. Good things happen when you shoot.
Well, 15 minutes gone in the second half, and Alex Jones gets his second of the afternoon and makes it a 2-1 Langley lead as Cameron Winters was subbed out. And in comes number 4, Arthur Glauser. And let's see a stoppage of play here as Leslie was taken down. The referee just made sure he was checked up and okay. Line drive boot by the goalkeeper. There's a chance for Erskine Shaw. He's got Leslie in the box. And a nice tackle there.
Looked like he went a little too diagonal. He should have kept going up the pitch, giving himself more space rather than, losing space to a defender, and that's what happened.
Oh, Jones up for Gooley. Back to Jones. He stops. And he'll settle things down. In the middle of the park, and some nice passing goes to the wayside as West Coast picks up the ball. Trouble clearing it now, back with Langley. They have a chance.
Nice slide
tackle there by recently subbed in Arthur Glauser. There'll be a throw-in for West Coast United. Find themselves now down 2-1 after opening the scoring in the first half. Chance for Glauser, he dishes off. Another kick. A nice block there by the West Coast defender.
Just too aggressive by West Coast. Just not able to slow the pace down, and the ball's just escaping off their foot way too easily.
Glauser now for Gould.
Oh.
Left-footed tries, both men go colliding.
You'd think they'd call something like that. I guess he didn't have the ball anymore, and there was more incidental contact, but very close. You gotta be a little more cautious if you're West Coast, especially in the box. You never know.
Yeah, this Langley team is really giving West Coast no time to think with the ball. They're on top of all their checks, and that's been the formula all game long, really. That's why they've dominated possession, is because they don't give this West Coast United team that much time with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore they are always in the offensive zone. The times West Coast has had a chance in the offensive zone, it's been on that long ball where they go to Shaw out wide. Here again, over the top, a chance for Leslie. And on the one hop, tries that right foot, that goes wide. Good effort there by Leslie, but that's going to be a tough go around every time.
Yeah, I think that's a situation where you probably want to slow it down and see who else is coming up with you, not just putting on net. You got to really observe the field and see what you have, and a shot like that's just not going to go in.
Once again, here's Jones. Trying to find White, now back with Jones. So he dishes off. Cross in the box. Not quite cleared yet as it goes backwards and picked up by the goaltender White. Some tense moments there for West Coast United as he boosts the ball all the way up. 4 defenders back for Langley. Only 2 strikers.
A little tug on the jersey there. Interesting.
Play in the middle of the park, and again picked up by the goalkeeper White. As things settle down here for West Coast United. Some miscommunication at the back there as the ball sails down and picked up by Roman, the goalkeeper. As they will play back and forth ball here by the goaltenders. Now a little beat for United here. Ball up for Leslie.
And he's going to look for the through ball here. Oh, it seemed like it.
He goes cross pitch, trying to switch it. And does not work out. Here comes Alec Jones again. Drops it down for Stewart. Stewart long range shot, and that one going the opposite direction.
And his foot was way under the ball. He tried to chip it, looked like, rather than get past.
Just lost power there for a second, but we're right back on. We have the best tech guys in the league here, so not take long to get back on, but a little scare there, but we're right back in Langley again in the offensive zone here, really pressing, looking for that maybe third goal that might just put a nail in this game.
Might just clinch it, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, as they now play it back, and maybe more of a time preservation tactic at most, as that ball sails down and picked up, corralled by goaltender Trevor White.
Couple options.
In the middle, yeah.
He had a couple options there, and
he'll win a free kick. Corner kick. That was Dumont. So corner kick for United, and down by a goal. They need to use all the offensive opportunities they can find.
And they have about 25 minutes to do so. So still some time left, but not much in soccer terms, anyway.
Ooh, and that header did not miss by much. That was Dumont running in. He took a nice one off the head. He couldn't deflect it into the goal. And it will go for a goal kick for the Dynamo. Get a chance for a goal.
That was a good head fake, actually. Gave himself some room.
1-on-1 with Bell. And now the corner still with it in the box. Left-footed strike and a nice save there, tipped just wide. A nice save there by White, who saved a sure goal off that strike by Aaron Clark. And it'll be a corner for Langley.
And Langley's playing relatively safe. You have 4 defenders back. they don't want to give up anything on a counterattack. And how many times have you seen that in soccer off a missed corner where the other team's just stormed back and made an attempt?
Good punch out by White. He clears the danger. And yeah, like you said there, Jake, Langley's, I believe, content with the scoreline right now. I mean, they're up 2-1. They've dominated the possession this entire match.
Yeah, and if they, in their minds, they probably think that goal that was scored against them was sort of an aberration, something that probably can't be repeated. So, like you said, they're content. They're going to be a little more cautious, a little more safe, going to play with more men back and try not to give up any big plays.
And that offside flag down is Shaw was well offside there.
He doesn't think so.
I mean, Langley really has two obvious options going forward. One is push and try to get that third goal that would really seal this game. And the second one, just play the way you're playing right now and just keep holding possession, because you know that United are going to have a very tough time popping in a second goal to tie this game up. And as the scoreline sits right now, 2-1 is good enough.
Absolutely. Another good game for the fans here.
Yeah. They continue to come in more and more. They're lined up in the bleachers and lined up down the fence. So
try and
the whole community involved.
Absolutely. And
this Saturday.
Still after this game, we have 2 more after this. It's going by quite quickly today. So it will be interesting to see. I believe it's the senior team after this.
Yeah, the Masters final is up next. And then the finale will be the Premier final.
So still lots of soccer, still lots to see. Hopefully lots of goals. And once again, VBN has you covered. Also Umbro sponsoring the tournament.
Line drive, free kick taken off the head. And here again comes the counter. That one blocked nicely by the defender. As Langley must be careful on the backside, because you know that West Coast is really coming with that deep ball counter. Now the middle of the park, played up. And we're seeing 2 substitutions coming in at the next whistle for West Coast United. Maybe some more offensive threats is now a chance here. And that through ball in for Leslie. He leaves it for Shaw. Now Shaw backheel for Leslie, and it's no good. And Langley will pick it up and move up with numbers. Nice through ball there. Now a chance. Dishes off for Stewart. Here's Shane Stewart, the captain, with it. Inside, now back out.
Cross is going to come up here.
Yeah, cross, and it goes out for a corner. Deflected off the leg of Belt.
And here comes the subs.
Here comes 2 subs, so Dumont and Ernstine Shaw are coming out. And to replace in comes the corner kick and headed out of danger, excuse me. And right away we see that West Coast is looking for that breakaway pass.
It's a good point you mentioned. They're not really content right now with, a slower, methodical pace up the pitch. I think they realize that time is against them, so they're going to have to hope for either a mismatch or bad marking or something, but something that's going to spring a play that's going to score or get a good chance quickly, rather than 15 passes up the field to try and get something. They just simply don't have the time for that.
And subbed in was Connor Hawkstrup, number 12, for West Coast United. Now booted up the park. Low man up there is Leslie.
Oh, good collision.
Stewart. Here's just only subbed in Connor.
He's
Still
still
on his
got
feet,
it.
and he won himself a foul.
I think he's saying he wants possession, though, once again. That's not the first time that's happened today where possession has been awarded at it, or hasn't been awarded at an interesting time. Feels like the wind's starting to pick up a bit. Maybe that'll affect the way the ball's going to travel through the air.
Ball played and tipped and goes wide, but what an effort there by Leslie as he came in backdoor, tried to get that cleat on it, and it almost worked out. But that's the kind of play that's going to be able to get West Coast that goal. Is it a set piece or a counter? That's how they've positioned themselves in this match.
Sometimes you just got to get a little lucky and throw something on net and hope it finds its way, either off a body part or just purely off your foot. But they don't have to be beautiful goals. They count all the same.
Now a chance here and a shot, and a nice save there by Roman. As we've got just roughly 15 minutes to go in the second half. Langley still up 2-1. And a little bit of a physical play there.
And that's a yellow. That's the first yellow of the day in either game.
Yellow goes to Connor Hostra as he took down Shane Stewart as that ball was going out of play.
And really, this is all well and fine for Langley as they're taking their time.
So 2 subs, and back in the game comes Cameron Witters. And also number 19, Anthony Konechki. Good play by the goalkeeper there, Connor White, but play continues and Stewart takes a tumble. That ball stays in, and now again, that chance going for Leslie, he couldn't handle it. Now a deep ball, and Kulia is there. 50-50 ball there, won by West Coast. But again, having troubles now. Here's Gould. He's taken down.
You can tell Gould plays hard. He has ended up on the turf a few times, but it's definitely not for lack of effort. Certainly doing whatever he can to secure a win and to kill some time for his squad.
Yeah, Langley just really content playing their game right now and really daring West Coast to do otherwise. Currently, what Langley's doing is good enough to hold this 2-1 lead. As we're in the latter part of this match here. Under 15 minutes to go. as we're seeing another substitution, I think, in here for West Coast United. Off comes number 19, Peter Christensen. And coming in, number 18, Jordan Craig. And Gould lost that, and Craig quickly getting in this game here. Trying to get a beat on that. The ball goes out of plays. Chance here for Leslie. Trying to find Hoskra. And now Stewart will play, but it's coughed up. Here's Belt. There's Winters.
Oh, that was a handball.
Handball, and that could be.
You had to wonder if he.
It looked a bit intentional there. It could have been a yellow. I thought so, but obviously he didn't think too much of it.
It looked like he slid by the ball and kind of left his hand hanging in an attempt to stop it. So you're right, definitely could have been a yellow.
That's off the head of Bell, and it'll deflect out for a corner kick.
And that is not what Bell wanted, clearly. And that's, again, this is not helping a cause of West Coast having the ball in there in pretty much the whole second half, but also a lot of corners. You're risking a lot here with, under 10 minutes to go. Or just about 10 minutes to go, pardon me.
Roughly 10 minutes to go in regulation, and then whatever the referee deems fit for extra time. Quick throw. As they make a move on one man here is number 10. And that cross in the box off the chest. And it's kept in play. Avoided the corner kick there. Good heads up play there by the goaltender, Roman. So 10 minutes to go in this second half of the President's Final. As Langley holding on to that 2-1 lead that they've scored 2 unanswered goals. And now Witters goes across the field, but it's not
close.
Able to kept in there, So a throw in for West Coast United, who must be thinking urgency right now.
Well, they need something, and like you were mentioning, they probably want a home run play, a deep ball that one of their strikers are able to run under, but they just have had no luck in that regard. The defenders for Langley have been playing, so cautiously and so far back that to get anything behind them is going to be a challenge. So they might have to figure out a different strategy. Maybe not go for it all in one play, so to speak.
Gould taken down in the box. Referee says play on now. Out comes West Coast. Again, there's that stretch play.
Easy. Come on.
A good tackle there by the Langley defender there.
I got to agree, that's not a foul. He kind of ran right into his feet. So.
He got the ball, and now here's Winters for Langley.
Oh, it just tripped over himself.
Another chance to rebound. And ball sails wide on the right side there. Gould needed a touch to put it away, but couldn't get up to it. That could have been the decider right there for Langley.
Yeah, his feet couldn't keep up with his eyes. He saw the opportunity, ran over the ball, and then turned, and by then it was just too late.
Corner kick for Langley, though. As this one could be dangerous. All but 3 in the box for Langley. Ball comes in, header by Anthony. It's taken out now, free kick awarded.
And Konechny.
Yes.
Konechny
Anthony
Guy
Konechny.
looks like he's playing the wrong football. Looks like he should be playing American football. The guy's gigantic.
So free kick for Coastal United, and that's up. Looking for Connor Hoshka, and now here's Leslie. Trying to make a beat on it, and unable to keep the ball in. It'll go for a goal kick as we're approaching the 85th minute in this President's Cup final.
He's going to try and let that go out of bounds. Smart play by the
Stewart,
captain.
Yeah, that's Stewart. Again,
Once again, another throw in. Precious time ticking.
taken away from this United team. Chance for Witters. Shot, and that's in! Cameron Witters puts it in the corner. And that just might do it. 3-1 now, Langley. Off that strike by Cameron Witters. And he was all sorts of jacked up after that one.
And that's a fantastic strike. Back of the net, back corner. Couldn't miss, and he didn't miss. And like you mentioned, 3-1, that's a tough deficit to overcome, especially when the play has been really in your end. So looks like, well, we'll hold off on the proclamations just yet, but it's looking good for Langley.
And now 3-1 with 5 minutes to go in the second half. We're seeing some substitutions for West Coast United.
About 8 minutes remaining in this game, so, pardon me, 7 minutes remaining. Something's got to happen quickly for West Coast, and they know it.
Yeah, desperation times now for West Coast.
What a size disadvantage for West Coast on that play.
Yeah,
wow.
Connor Hoskra really going up against a man twice his size.
Oh, he got kicked pretty hard. I think he's just on the follow through, it looked like. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah.
Looks like the midsection area.
Yeah, I missed it. I didn't take a look at it.
Yeah, it was just on the follow through. So hopefully he's all right. Looks like he is. Oh,
Yeah.
no, never mind. That's
Right in the growing area.
the lower regions. Hopefully he's going to be able to walk that off, so to speak. Not a fun place to get hit anytime, any sport.
Noon or midnight.
Noon or midnight.
Really just, yeah, not fun. That ball played down and kept in by Brian. So 3-1 Langley is the scoreline with under 5 to go in this final half here, the President's Cup between the Langley Dynamo and West Coast United. United opened the scoring in the first half with a howitzer, and since then it's been 3 unanswered by Langley. And that's where things stand currently. Chance here for Leslie trying to make a break on the defender, but not to beat.
Langley's defending has been excellent today. You haven't seen many chances. They had the one goal early on, but since then, Langley has just made sure that that 18-yard box is just going to be clear and clean, and there's going to be no chances whatsoever.
Picked up by the goaltender and punt out the field.
On the 42nd minute here. Not much time left. I'd imagine a little bit more stoppage time than a couple of the games, or the other game earlier, and the first half here. So they might have a little bit of stoppage time, but they got to get something going pretty quickly.
There's a chance for number 10 once again. His shot goes far post, didn't miss by much. He scored his first goal like that, and that try did not miss by much far post. He had the goalie leaning.
Great attempt, though. Great attempt. Well worth it, that attempt. It's always tough when all your weight's balanced on the outside of your body and you're trying to hit it opposite net or opposite side of the net and off that post. And not many guys can do it. So credit to him for trying and almost getting it.
Now play back in mid-pitch. And Witters has a beat on that. Coming down the far side. Cameron Witters with the cross in, and that one
off the
out of play.
Wow.
Off the bar, yes. Nearing 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
So about 2 minutes in regular time left in this one.
Stewart has it, and he'll leave it for Jones. Jones' long-range shot, and that's taken by the goalkeeper, Trevor White.
A smart play by him. They don't have time for a goal kick. He's got to get it, and he's got to move it.
And to his credit, he's played a pretty good game, I thought, in net for West Coast. I mean, he had his fair share of shots.
Looks like another injury for West Coast.
That's number 3, Stefano Granata down.
I think the real thing with the keeping in this game, it hasn't been poor on either side. I think just with Langley's just gluttonous amount of chances, there are going to be some goals, and that's just really the way it is. You can't really fault him for any of the goals. They've had good chances, and they've really buried some really beautiful shots. So, you can't blame the goalkeeper on this one. It just seems like Langley was prepared a little bit better for this game and the elements.
I was seeing a free ball given here.
No.
To West Coast.
At this point, there's no reason to not be a good sport about it, and that's good that Langley took that option.
As we see on the far side there, the Masters teams preparing for a battle that will follow this game. Like we said earlier, 4 games on tap this afternoon. Well, this whole day, excuse me. Starting at 9:45 in the morning, we had the U21 final. The President's final currently underway. Almost complete. And up next, the Masters final, followed by the Premier final.
Oh, off the face.
Chance on the far side here. For Shaw, he's got his beat on it. He cuts in, taken down. So he went for a tumble there. Throw in awarded to West Coast United. As the urgency, as it should, picks up here, Down by 2. Late stages of the soccer game.
Oh.
And that foul awarded in favor of Langley as Stewart went down.
You have to think Langley hitting this ball over the center will probably, or could end it. Not much time left.
Yeah, the 45 has gone. So we are currently in stoppage time, and the amount of stoppage time remains to be really seen. Only the referee really knows. But with a 2-goal cushion, I think Langley is feeling pretty good with themselves right now. Chance here, here's Stewart with some space. Plays it up to Winters. Winters takes a shot, and a routine save there. And Man down for West Coast after that winner's crack.
And you can see the referee looking at his watch. This one's nearing completion.
So that one is grabbed by Brian Roman.
Like a minute, 2 minutes.
This ball's out of play. And once again, the referee taking a little check at the stopwatch as play continues in midfield now. And now some pressure by Langley, looking for winners. Crossed in, Jones looking for the hat trick. He's taken down. Left-footed shot, that's deflected wide. It's kept in play by White, who's been the busier of two goaltenders in this match. So he punts it up the field. And now in the midfield for Jones. Played back to Roman. And now there's some crisp passing by
Just trying to milk the clock for all it's worth at this
Langley.
point.
Should be near the end soon. Referee really checking his watch a couple more times now. And this might be the last boot of the match.
And it is.
There it is. So that does it. Langley United Dynamo 3-1 victors here, and they will be the President's Cup champions. A very convincing 3-1 victory here, dominating possession and scoreboard.
Interesting enough, though, they did come back from behind.
Yeah.
So after giving up the first goal, 3 unanswered, and really asserting their dominance.
Yeah, give up that early goal on that counter, but really came back and had a very convincing win here against a West Coast United team that got out to a quick lead but just couldn't hang on as Langley came firing.
You'd say man of the match, Alex Jones for sure, right?
Alex Jones, yeah, 2 goals, yeah. As we will see the once again the handshakes and then trophy presentation. So don't forget that right after this match, the Masters final, that will be coming our way. As we see the handshakes, always good sports. And the Masters final, we will be seeing Delta United and Coastal FC from Peace Arch. So Delta and Coastal on tap next. So the handshakes are complete, and now it's just the trophy presentations for the victors, Langley Dynamo. So we're going to sign off for a short break, and we'll check back in for the start of the Masters final between Coastal FC.